Hey everyone, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Good. Welcome to our mask making workshop. My name is Haya and I'm super excited to join Youth Art Exchange in presenting this special Halloween art project. And although we're not able to have tonight's activity in person, I'm grateful to have the opportunity to connect with you all virtually. So a big thanks to everyone at YACS for setting this up and continuing to offer free art programs to the community during this time. This is also my first time teaching a workshop on Zoom, so thank you in advance for your patience. Okay, so let's get started.
So maybe first I'll just give a brief explanation of YACS for anyone who might not know us already. Let's see. Spotlight myself. Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Chantel and I work at Youth Art Exchange. We're a nonprofit based in San Francisco, and we have free arts programming for public high school students in the city. But we also have other kinds of open programming for all ages of youth and adults. We're really excited to be able to offer more of this stuff to a wider variety of people. Like I know we have some people here from Chicago, which is really exciting. Yeah, so if you're interested in learning more about what we do, I'll put our website, youthartexchange.org, and our social media. You can find us at YouthArtX, so you can kind of keep up to date with everything that we're doing. I am our technical host tonight, so if you have any questions or anything, feel free to message me, and I will be monitoring the chat. So if you have any questions, I can say them out loud, Haya, or you could unmute yourself if you want.
Stop playing your order.
Yeah, so I think that's it. I will send it back to you.
Okay, thanks, Chantel. So around this time last year, Youth Art Exchange and Green Art Workshop hosted a do-it-yourself costume making session, and it was held at X Space in the Excelsior here in San Francisco. And these are some pictures of that event that I wanted to share with you guys, so you can take a look at some examples. So it was a very chill, casual setting where folks could just drop in and design, brainstorm, and work on their Halloween outfits. Some ideas were simple and some a little more elaborate, but it was a lot of fun to see each person's creative process and the results of their final piece. And this little girl, her mask was Ziggy Stardust. And then there was also a spider costume on the right there. This was taken last October. These students are from IHDC after school program in the Tenderloin, and they made these wonderful paper masks out of old file folders and different types of scrap paper. So these are just other examples of masks. So tonight we will be constructing cardboard masks out of everyday common material that you've gathered from around your house. And they'll look something like this, but each of you will have your own idea on your design. So you may have collected food boxes, paper grocery bags, newspapers, magazines. All of these items are suitable for materials for this craft tonight. And the theme and challenge of this project is to design your mask using the materials you've collected. So here's another example. This bird mask was made from a recycled cereal box and leftover holiday wrapping paper. And I chose to leave the beak as it was because I like the color and the words of the cereal box. So I just left it as is. So the process in which we'll be making these masks is called upcycling. So let's take a minute to talk a little bit about that. So upcycling is the art of taking something no longer in use and giving it a second life and new purpose. It can be summed up with these three actions: reuse, reimagine, and repurpose. So I'm going to show you now some examples of upcycled masks. So here's one. This beautiful piece is made from organic materials. The colors, shapes, and textures are already provided by nature. So there was no painting or coloring or even cutting, just assembling these petals and leaves to make a really beautiful mask. And this is a great example of reusing cardboard boxes and egg cartons. Again, these materials come from everyday common items. This is a really cool mask. Can you guys guess what was repurposed to make this mask? Does it look familiar?
Maybe paper party plates?
Maybe, yeah. But I think it's something, I'll give you a hint, it's plastic. You can see the nose.
Milk.
Yeah, it does look like a milk bottle. The nose on the container, the handle's a nose, and then the opening there is the mouth.
Oh, that's the milk carton. I can see it now. Flip it over.
Yeah, I think actually you could do it with a milk carton. This one is a repurposed laundry detergent container. So
Oh, right. It's like on its side.
yeah, it's on its side. So that's really cool. And then this one, this is an amazing elaborate mask, and it's assembled from found antique typewriter and adding machine parts. So really you can take anything and repurpose it to make art and to make a mask.
Okay, I'm definitely using.
So what are the advantages of upcycled art making? Do you guys have any thoughts with the examples I showed you? What are some advantages? Does anyone want to share their thoughts?
It's cheap and you don't have to buy anything.
Perfect. Yes, exactly. That's a really good point. It's cheap. There's no cost to you. So that's a plus. Anyone else have any ideas?
Good
Yeah.
for the environment.
It is good for the environment. How is it good, do you think?
Because if you just throw away plastic, it can kill animals. But if you use it to make something, it won't go into the landfill.
You're right, absolutely. Yep, that's a really good point. Anyone else? Yes?
Less pollution and less global warming.
Right. Those are all right answers. That's correct. So yes, just to reiterate what everyone already talked about, it's environmentally friendly. By collecting and reusing materials, we reduce the waste that contributes to landfills. Repurposing minimizes the consumption of our natural resources that's used in mass manufacturing of products that we buy. And then it's money saving, it's free. Like you mentioned, your art piece, the materials are free, it's no cost to you. And then it's a one-of-a-kind creation. your art piece will be completely unique. And I think that's something very special. And then it exercises your imagination. You have to kind of think outside of the box. It encourages you, it sparks your creativity. So yeah, so those are some of the advantages. So the next slide is supplies. And I think you guys all have these now. Are you guys all set with this? I think you are.
They did not have cyclists short.
Okay, so the paper materials that you'll be needing, and hopefully you have gathered these as well, are food boxes, like we talked about, cereal boxes, frozen pizza boxes, and then various kinds of paper, newspaper, magazines, gift wrap, paper bags. And then if you have craft or tissue or crepe paper, you don't have to get it right now, but that is also a great paper to use just as a variety. And then some optional items. Don't worry if you don't have these now, but the items on the right-hand side, you can always add like buttons and sequins or glitter, just to like add details at the end of your at the end of our mask making.
Do you want to learn how to make masks?
And then the ones on the right here are the templates. Did you guys all download templates? And if you didn't, you can draw your own. So did you guys, are you going to use templates? Okay, yes, thumbs up. Okay, great. So let's move on. So this is the first step. We want to make the mask base. So if you have your paper template, you'll cut that out now. And you want to cut out the eyes as well. And then you're going to trace it onto your piece of cardboard. And then if anyone is doing a freehand, if you want to just free draw your mask, you can draw it right onto the cardboard. As you can see on the right side here, I drew a bunny mask. So either way, you could do that, and I'll let you do that. Now, if you're making your own design, I would just suggest to, let's see, the space between the eyes here, have it measure about 1.5 inches, just so that they're aligned to your own eyes when you cut them out. So I'll give you a little time to do this step, maybe a couple minutes. Does anyone have any questions for this first step, making your mask base? Okay, so
So maybe once people I'll play some music while you're kind of either drawing or cutting out your mask templates, and then maybe you all can put in the chat once you're ready for the next step.
that sounds great. Thank you. once you've cut out your paper template, you want to make sure you put it on the cardboard if you're not doing that already, and tracing the paper template onto the cardboard. Oh, I see someone has their mask already. Yeah, so make sure you're not going to use the paper, but you're actually going to trace it onto a piece of cardboard and then cut that out. Was that clear? Everybody, okay. And the fun thing too, I just wanted to show you is that these, whichever one you're using, it looks like it's, this is the way to use it. You can use it this way, but flip it upside down. You could even use the mask this way. So there's no real direction. Like this could be something too. And then same with this one. You could, if you flip it, you could decide which way to use your mask. And then even with the skeleton, the skull, if you flipped it this way, it's a different shape, but that might work as a ghost or something. So you guys can think about that. And then do you guys have any trouble cutting out the eyes? Are you good? Because I can demo cutting out the eyes and mouth. I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys because I see you're still working. So I'll just show you. I can show you an easy way to do that. So let me switch over to my other camera. So for the eyes, this is a really easy way. One way, if you can poke a hole in one of the eyes like this with your scissor, but just be careful and twist it around. Just so you can start a little hole. And then cut through your cardboard that way. But you can also, I should have told you this earlier, but you could also just cut through your mask to get to the circle like that. And then that might be a little easier. And then no worries, you have a little slit here, but that's okay. You can just tape it. Especially if you're going to decorate over, so it's not going to show. And on the back too. So those are two ways. This way is pretty easy if you want to just cut right through your mask. But I think a lot of you already cut out the holes, so we can continue. Okay, so I'm going to just switch back. Okay. So the next step is thinking about adding elements that extend beyond or outside of your main piece. So these elements can be facial parts like a beak, a tongue, ears, horns, or features such as feathers or whiskers. And these details can enhance the size and dimension of your mask, making it look more dramatic. So I'll show you ways to construct these facial features by folding and bending cardboard. So at this time, you can think about these other elements or these other pieces for your mask. I'll also show you ways to make extra like textures for your mask out of paper. So after we finish the pieces, I'll demonstrate ways to create these kinds of textures like feathers or fur or hair, and it'll all be out of paper, like tissue paper or even newspaper.
Haya, would it be possible to show some of those previous examples you had?
Oh yeah, which ones?
Just, I think kind of in the beginning you were
Oh, the
showing,
masks.
yeah, someone who joined in a little later was wondering.
Oh, sure. So let's see. So this is a kind of mask we'll be making, these types of masks. It's basically cardboard and paper products. So I can even, I'll show you, actually, I'll show you. Oops. I'll show you this way. So here's this I showed earlier. It's made out of a cereal box and old wrapping paper. So I can show you how to make these parts that extend that are kind of like 3D. And then this is another one. This is kind of like, I don't know, it's part bird, but it's just a creature. And so these pieces extend outside, and I'll show you how to connect those. So think about those pieces. I'll go back to. So think about designing extra pieces. It could be ears or, you know, for your animal or teeth or whatever you want. So using your leftover pieces of cardboard or another piece of cardboard, go ahead and draw and cut out any desired parts that you'll be attaching to your mask base. So these are just examples, but you can decide whatever kind of features you want your mask to have. And then for each piece, allow a little extra length or like a tab so that you can attach it to your main face.
Can you use paper?
For the extra pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use paper.
Thank you.
Sure. So here are some basic designs for a nose and a beak. And you'll notice that they have special tabs which fold. These pieces also require some bending and shaping to create a more like three-dimensional look. So if you would like, I'm going to, if those of you who want to see, I'm going to demonstrate how to make these pieces. And if not, you can go ahead and work on the pieces you are working on, but I'm going to show you that you can make a nose and a beak. So I'll be showing you that. I'll just get set up here. So you can see, like, you can make a nose like this, or a beak like this, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Okay. So for a nose, like a basic nose, you'll want to draw this shape. So this part will be the nose. It's like a triangle. And then you'll have two long tabs at the top and the bottom. So you would draw this piece on a piece of cardboard. Then I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out to show you. So it's basically like a triangle with a big bar on the top and the bottom. So pretty basic. Okay, so now what you would do is, this is like the bridge of the nose. So I'll just use this guy as an example. So you would bend the bridge part about right there. And then you'd bend this tab under it. And then you would connect it to your main piece. Like you could use a piece of tape. And then connect it on like that. But before you do that, if you want, you can like cut out nostrils here. I'll just show you. Like that. And so this part won't show, so then you would just tape this on to your mask, then tape this part on. Like that. Oops. And then you can kind of just shape it however you want. So that's how you make a nose. And then if you guys want to make a beak, I can show you that as well. So you would take basically a triangle shape like this. And then you would fold these tabs in. So you can make it long or kind of wide, but I decided to make it like this. And then just cut your triangle out. And again, this is a beak, in case you want to do that. So now you would fold this in half. Like that. And then you would fold these little tabs, you'd fold them in. And the tabs are so that you can attach it to your main mask. Then you'd have something like this. And if you wanted to use the other side, you just flip it over. Like if you wanted to use a red beak, this was from a waffles box. So let's try this side. And then if you wanted to put it on your piece, you would attach it, you would have these tabs actually going on the inside like this, and then attach it to your mask inside like this. So a piece of tape there. And then a piece of tape inside. And then just, you could shape it again. Then you could have your beak coming out like that. Okay, so that's just another example. If you guys want to make a beak, and then you could always just like, you can curl pieces of cardboard. Like this is a tongue that I made. And it's basically just a cut out, you know, long piece of cardboard. And then you can just curl it or bend it to give it more dimension. Like that. So you can shape your pieces by just bending or curling them like that. Like this could also be a horn or something. You could curl it like with your scissors or just with your hands. So that's another way to make a piece sort of stick out or be seem a little more three-dimensional. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. So let's see where you guys are. So how are you guys doing? Can you show up your mask and let me see what stage you're at?
I'm not ready.
That's okay. Oh, that looks great. Wow. Hey, you guys are way ahead of me. Oh, that looks awesome. Those look really cool.
Cool tongue.
Yeah, really cool. Okay, well, you guys are kind of way ahead of me, so I'm just gonna let you keep going. If you guys have any paper that you want to put over your mask, maybe before attaching your pieces, it's okay if you already attach them, but like this one here, I used some old wrapping paper, like animal print. So I put that on the mask first, and then I added my pieces. So you can go ahead and do that, or you could even do it collage style. Like if you don't want to fill out the whole mask, you can cut out pieces of paper and paste them on. And then sometimes,
Yeah, no, in the
Sometimes if you just use like the other side of your box, you might like the pattern or the print or the colors in that as well. So that's something to consider. Let's see. Oh, like this guy. This is just the back, and that might be a nice way to leave it if you like. But you can go ahead and decorate. You could even draw. If you have markers, you can draw on it too at this point. I think I'll show you. You guys seem like you're going pretty quickly with your masks. So I'm going to show you a few ways to make texture. So I'll demonstrate like how to make a feather. And then also texture like this, which can be fur. It's just made out of tissue paper or newspaper if you don't have tissue paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just demonstrate on my other camera here how to do that. And you guys can, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really cute. I like that. So I'll demonstrate these different textures while you guys are working, but if you would like, you can follow along. Switch my camera over again. So let's start with a feather. So you can make these and you can layer them like on the mask that I showed you earlier. So let's do a feather. This is just a piece of paper that I cut out from a grocery bag. And it already has a nice pattern. So just take a rectangle, like a piece like this, and then just fold it in half. And then I'm going to, you don't have to draw, but just to show you, the half that has the crease on it will be the middle of the feather. And then just draw a shape like that. And then cut around that. So now you'll have, if you open it, it'll be like a leaf shape. And then you'll want to just cut on a diagonal, some slits, but don't go all the way through. Let's see. Just cut some lines on a diagonal like this. And then I like to go in and just do a few more at a different angle, just to cut some spaces in to make it look a little bit like a feather. Just a few like that. And then when you open it up, you'll have a feather. You can layer them up like this, if you like. So that's a feather. And then I can show you now how to do this type of thing that looks kind of like fur. Oops. or it could be a flower even, and it's made out of tissue paper. So I'll show you how to do that next. So you'll need tissue paper or really thin paper for this one, and some white glue, which I have here. And you can just put some on a piece of cardboard, or if you don't have a container. So what you do is you take a tapered end of a like paintbrush, or it could be a pencil or a pen. I'm going to use my paintbrush. And you just take a piece of tissue that's cut in a square, or like a 1 inch to ½ inch square. And then you just wrap this around. And this is kind of like, I'm sure you guys may have done this before to create flowers, or like a piñata, I think, is made this way. And you just kind of squeeze it around like that. And then take it and dip it in your glue. And then, here, I'll put it on this bird. Just stick it right on your piece. Hold it for a few seconds. And then you just keep doing that. Again, you just put the end in the middle there and wrap it around. And dip it in your glue. And hold it on for a few seconds. And the closer you put the pieces together, the denser it'll be. So that might take a long time, but you don't have to make it, you don't have to make it this dense, but you can also just stick them around randomly to kind of suggest fur or feathers. So I'm going to put another one just right over here. These could also be flowers if you want to put flowers on your mask. Oops, that didn't stick. And if you don't have tissue paper, you can use little pieces of newspaper. That should be fine. So that's the way to do the tissue fur or flowers. Does anyone have any questions about that so far? Okay. So now I'm going to do one more demonstration how to make like this fluffy stuff. It looks like fur. It could be hair. It could be a mane for a horse or something. Anyway, this is pretty easy. This is made out of newspaper as well, but you could see. So this is a fun one. This one, you just make, I think I saw one of you make this already. It's just you take a piece of paper and cut it, in a square or a rectangle, and you make some fringe like this. So you would cut some slits to make fringe, right? And then you would take a pencil and you want to curl it. So basically, set it down here, but you're curling your piece of paper, just rolling it really tight into, now it's curly. That could even be an eyelash too. I'm gonna roll this a little tighter. Let's see, maybe this Sharpie is better. And then you would just, you could use your glue stick to stick it onto something. I'm going to use this guy again. I'll maybe put it up here. So that's the way to use to make that. It could be hair. And then to get this really dense, again, this would take some time, but you can just keep doing layers of this same thing and then sticking it like right under. So I'll do one, maybe I'll do one more. So yeah, you would just curl this with a pen or something. And then put a little glue. I put some glue right here. And then you'd stick it, you would just kind of layer it and stagger it right next to your other piece. And then you can kind of brush it down. So you get the idea. Okay, so that is how you make hair or feathers or fur or a mane. And all this you can do with paper. Okay, so I just wanted to show you one more example. This I took, it's kind of like it's that foil material from a coffee bag. And I just cut out a rectangle and cut some strips, but this is really cool. I mean, you curl it. So that's kind of neat because it's shiny. So you could use a lot of different materials. Again, this was a coffee bag. Okay, so looks like you guys are all busy working on your piece. So decorating, I think you guys are already well into that. So I think I'm gonna skip, I don't know, this piece, this part. So again, you can use different kinds of paper for decorating. Gift wrap paper, even magazine, like different images you find on magazines. Wow, look at that. That looks really cool. So at this point, you guys want to share? Let's see. You want to share what you all have? That is really cool. Are you done? Are you going to add some more stuff? Holden.
I don't know.
You don't know? That's really cool. Can you hold it closer?
Yeah, hold it closer.
That's neat.
Luca, do you want to show yours?
Anyone else want to show their piece? We still have lots of time, so no rush. Wow. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love the feathers. Frida, that's really cool. Daniel, that's really cool too. Danielle, is that how you pronounce your name?
That's someone else's Zoom account.
Yeah, that's her dad's Zoom account.
Well, it's a cool mask. What's your name?
What's her name?
My name is Persephone.
Persephone?
Yeah.
I like that name. Well, that's a very nice mask you've made.
What are you gonna be for Halloween?
A cat.
A cat? Nice.
So now we have the mask.
Yeah, so you guys, it looks like you're way ahead of me. So anyone else want to share? Does anyone have any questions, or do you want me to go over those ways, different ways of making parts or textures, or you guys, looks like you've got it all down. So do you guys, I see you put yours on a stick, Holden.
Are we allowed to use watercolors?
Yes, you could use whatever you want, whatever you have available to you yourself. And if you want, you can also start a second mask for those of you who've completed your first. But again, take your time. We have time left.
This is my last adjustment.
Okay.
I have to do. Oh, can no one step on my mask? It's very fragile.
Did you want to show her?
Show the mask?
Yeah, or not? Do you think it will?
Yeah, anyone else want to show, even if you're still in the process of making it, do you want to show what you have so far?
The blue.
Still working on it, Luca?
This is close enough to.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
cute.
That's really cute. What is that image? Did you use it? Where did you get your image? See?
What did you say?
Oh, where did you get the image that's on your mask?
So the circles of light are the bottoms of laughing tin
A cupcake liner.
cup
Oh,
and the drill. English.
that's really creative.
Done.
Cupcake liners are great. Oh, let's see that one.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's really nice. I love
There you go.
I
it.
like
You want to take the computer and show it? Can they see it?
Cool. I like those ears.
Oh, yeah.
What are they made out of?
popsicle sticks.
Wow, that's really creative.
My name's Luca.
Luca, hi, Luca. Where are you from?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. That's great. You want to hold it up to your face? Or is it drying?
It's still drying.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's really cool though. I love that. And did you draw? Did you use
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I see it has like a beard. Is that a beard?
No,
What is it supposed
No.
to be?
I don't know.
Just
I like it.
What do you say? Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's great. I love it.
What about Frida? Is that your name? Is that someone else's Zoom name? Or is that your name? Could we see yours again? Maybe they can't hear.
Frida, can we see yours? Oh,
Wow.
really cool.
Yeah, there's so much.
Can you hold it a little closer? Oh,
Yeah. These things are to hold the back because I glued something there.
oh, okay.
to stick them.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That is very cool. I like it.
Thanks.
So Chantel, anything else I should go over, or because they went way ahead of me. They
Did
did.
you have any other images that you were going to share?
Let's see. I think. Let me see.
I'm done.
You can start on.
I think just the decorating, adding features. I think that's it. See if I had any
And
other.
then if people want to put either chopsticks or sticks, doesn't matter where they.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you want to. Let's see. If you want to, I see some of you put sticks on your mask to have it like a handheld mask. That's perfect. If you want, I can show you. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but if you want to use ties for your mask, I'll show you how to do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm going to take this guy, and so basically around, you can kind of put it on for size, and then right here where my fingers are, I'm going to mark it and make some holes there. So I marked around here, like below the eyes on either side. And then just take your hole punch. Take your hole punch, punch holes here. And again, you don't have to do it this way. If you have a stick to put in the back, you just run it right through. And then cut your yarn or your string. I would say cut it pretty long, like maybe the length of your arm. Okay, and you're going to cut 2 pieces of that. So again, an arm's length. And then you'll tie one end through.
Oh, nice. I know some people have to go, but they're showing their masks. Which
Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, maybe you want to say if they share it, if you know. On
Oh,
social
yeah.
media.
If anyone ends up sharing any of this on social media and you want to tag us, you can. On Instagram, we're at YouthArtX. Or even if you want to email us a photo so we can see it when you're done. No pressure, but that's an option. Bye. Thanks for coming.
Hi, thank you. I love your masks.
Yeah, enjoy your masks.
Bye.
Have a great and safe Halloween.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming. This was
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
Cool. So, oh,
Oh,
very nice.
anyone want to show your mask one last time?
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Ooh.
Awesome. Nice job.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Get out.